And alright, here we go, getting into game 2. Up on the scoreboard, I am super excited for this match. Now the big question is, are they going to do the same thing? Before we did see a simple invade, but it looks like actually Renegades are looking to I think they actually just passed each other in the mid lane. That's actually kind of funny. But they did actually, no they did. They just passed each other and they both saw that they're both on the other sides of the map. That ward from Vigar and King Vol'jin actually spotted them out, so they both know what side of the maps they're on right now. I'm fairly certain Malzahar actually saw Mexican Batman walking through, and they just warded everything. This is extremely silly, but extremely funny at the same time. And there we go, yeah, now they actually see. If you want to take a look, they know exactly where they are. They all know that they're on that bottom side. This might just be a trade of buffs. That's hilarious. And it's just, that is weird. That's all I can say right there. But no, they decide to walk back out. Nothing really happened, but they do know, at least in the top side, they do know, Gnar and Shadow Slayer both know that the Xin Zhao is going to be starting on the bottom side, meaning that they are free to take this red buff and completely steal away 3 buffs. At least that is the hope. It does look like they are going to meet PFC in the jungle there. If they actually get a good kill off here, they might be able to take some... Oh, this is actually really, really bad. Narcotics is actually going to meet J4. J4 getting good damage down. Oh, this could be bad. And the Thunderlords actually came out for Kha'Zix, getting great damage down, but Narcotics is level 2, so that's why J4 decided not to go any further, and great hook in. Roy TBT taking a lot of damage, and they decide to walk back out. Great hook there. So this is something that you actually do want to do quite often against this enemy squad, is especially against the Zyra. What you do against hard engage and hard poke compositions is you go aggressive. You get those hooks down, you get that damage down, and they can't really be allowed to move any farther up. So a great job from Renegades to try and focus that down. But meanwhile, Xin Zhao actually did get his red buff for himself. They did already notice, PFC did call it out saying, hey, your red buff was taken, so let's go ahead and take theirs. And so great call on their part. And here we go, in that mid lane, it actually looks like Kha'Zix is just a little bit ahead right now of Bobbytron in terms of farm and damage, and farm and health. So that's going to help him survive just a little bit longer in that laning phase. Wow, PFC taking so much damage. That is actually surprising. As we were talking about before, PFC should be able to try and deal some damage back, but because he took that large chunk earlier from Narcotics, that actually gave Shadow Slayer the lead again. So this could actually be a complete reboot of game 1. Look at that, absolutely get knocked out of that lane. He is down to quarter health, and Shadow Slayer is at full. Hasn't popped a potion with a small CS lead given, but still very good on his part. And here we go, Vigar actually no mana, which is surprising, but Chala just trying his best, trying to get a little bit of work down. And here we go again, this is exactly what they want. This is what happened last time as well. Vigar doing so little and losing a lot of his health, only flash, and he took Ignite again, which is understandable this time, but Vigar, oh, look at that damage going on. He wants it, they want it, and Vigar has to run away. And unfortunately, Annie couldn't follow up because Bobbytron was there on that Xin Zhao, threatening a re-engage. But in that mid lane, Kha'Zix is coming again. They do want to deal with this, and wisely backs away. And this time, Chala has the upper hand. So this is... I take back what I said earlier. I have to, against the Malzahar pick. But this is specifically because Vigar has constantly outputted all of his mana with almost no return. He has had no mana regen because he has not been popping his Nightmare Dreams onto the targets properly, so he has not gotten any mana. He was down almost all of his mana and completely gave it back over to Chala to aggress. And this is a constant theme that we are seeing. We saw it also on Heimerdinger, where he actually set himself back by expending all of his mana so early on for no return. Shadow Slayer getting found out by Bobbytron. Bobbytron level 4, and now they're going for that clear, and oh, great jump away. There is Chala there to try and fight it off, and he wants to fight. Doesn't get the fight, but gets to walk away with his health. And so Gnar comes back now. No real health pots or anything, so kind of surprising in that extent. But yeah, overall, I'm really surprised at the way Vigar has been playing on both Malzahar and Heimerdinger. He has shown that he can be absolutely aggressive. Oh, Shoes! Oh, and the auto. Shoes, what you doing, man? Oh, Shoes, not even burning heal or anything. Stepped up, took a shot to the face, and gave over first blood just like that. Not how you want the bot lane to go. And ooh, Shadow Slayer looking for a kill again. He almost might have had that if he had decided to follow through on that, but decides against it. Wisely decides to farm up, play a little bit smarter. Waiting for that level 6. He wants that level 6 so bad and wants to get that kill. But he did run away for a while, so he's not going to hit level 6 until, I believe, after the next 2 creeps. And ooh, Chala going in for that flash. They know they have no stun on Vigar. Vigar down again. This is a repeat of the first game, I believe. And it's just, oh, this is so painful. This is a repeat of the first game as well. Again, they just get mid lane and top lane rolling. And this time even, top lane is not rolling. They got top lane rolling specifically because Bobbytron spent so much time, but this time, Xin Zhao has spent almost no attention top. And that's not going to bode well for this Udon team. They need to make sure that they're focusing at least in one lane. But again, in the bottom lane, it has worked out well for them. They did get 1 kill. And again, Bobbytron in that top side wanting to get this kill, does not engage on it. And wisely backs off again. And oh, in that top side, they are looking for that dive. PFC getting a little bit of damage. And oh, is he going to go in? He might get the wall up. Oh! Narcotics! Flash does not get it, but does get the kill. He's going to pay for his sins, though. Oh, such a good flash from PFC. Trey's 1 for 1. But that does mean Shadow Slayer does get a free push. Xin Zhao is top. Might look to aggress on there as well. Gnar does not have any flat or any ultimate or anything. Oh, great jump over Bobbytron. Might get a little bit more damage. No, this is gonna be a free kill. Gets a flash away. Might get killed. I think this might be a kill for Bobbytron if he gets it properly. He's looking for it. Yep, there it is. Another dash forward. Gets a kill. That's gonna be a 2 for 1 in favor of Team Udon. And as we were saying before, that's actually very, very good for Team Udon. Trying to get back in this game. And oh, great hook from Roy TV onto Roy TBT, but they were not expecting it. Choose is so low. Oh, Mexican Batman flashes, but his buddy is not there. He is alone. This might be a death. No. There it goes. The heal comes out a little bit too late. And down goes Nautilus. The tank of the tanks is dead. Oh, man. That is unfortunate right there. When you're... that was such a disjointed fight right there. I don't know what else to say. This is going absolutely in favor of Team Udon right now. Renegades got a little bit too hammed. Mexican Batman saying we can fight this, and he got punished for it. Obviously, and in the mid lane, Vigar trying to get a kill. There's the damage, and ooh, this might be good. He has no flash. They're looking for it. No kill. Great ultimate from Bobbytron to knock Narcotics out of the way, not letting him into the fight, and Chala didn't even get to ult in that fight. This is quickly going back in favor of Udon. It looks like they're in prime position to take game 2. And as we were saying earlier, having... Oh no, Shadow Slayer, you miss your boomerang too. You are so dead, my friend. You just might die. They're looking for it. Shadow Slayer, 1, 2, 3. There it is. And in the mid lane as well. That's 2 for 1. And it's just... I am not sure about this Renegade squad right now. They're playing a little bit too fast and loose with their compositions right now. They're focusing a bit too much on this Kha'Zix jungle, and it's not working for them. As we were stating earlier, this Udon squad, as long as they keep the aggression up, they have so much more engage and focus than the Udon, or than Renegades, which means that they can engage whenever they decide to on whichever target they decide to, and it's working out very, very well for them. But all that said and done, Renegades are still holding a CS lead over all of their laning partners, which is why the gold is still under 1,000 gold right now, which is great for them. But they are going to need to make a lot more plays if they want to get this game back under their control. Mexican Batman clearing out some plants. And Narcotics going back into the jungle. So now the big question is, obviously it's a Cloud Drake in the jungle, or in the pit, but do they want to go for it and clear it out? So a big thing that a lot of people do is they don't worry about the dragons as much if it's a Cloud. Actually, Narcotics looking for a ward. Oh, he actually spotted him and doesn't jump in just in time, but that is so much damage. Roy TVT actually taken down. And in the top lane, PFC might get caught out. No, he jumps away just in time. And Shadow Slayer has no flash to be able to follow up. Mexican Batman getting a little bit low. He does not want to fight this. They know that Malzahar and Xin Zhao are very close. They don't want to try this. And King Vol'jin gets tagged. Nothing following up though. And Xin Zhao, and here comes Malzahar. They want this. Mexican Batman has no flash. He is going to possibly get caught out. Hooks the wall, great, but oh, they do get an ult down onto Shoes, but that is only one, and they might look to kill one more. Oh, he does not get in front. And that is another kill over to the Caitlyn. Caitlyn now 3-0-0. This Jinx is not working out well for them. Meanwhile, in the top side, PFC is getting absolutely bullied by Shadow Slayer. This Gnar doing work again. And as we said before, this exactly... Oh, the rocket just barely missing on that backside. That would have been a fantastic kill if they could have gotten that, but instead they are just content with pushing the tower. Jinx still alive. And the roams from Udon look so much better than before. Oh, PFC stuck around too long. And great kill from Shadow Slayer, getting himself on the board as well again. That's actually going to help him out quite a bit. J4 wanting to try and fight it. Great down there. And oh, the absolutely crushing defeat on Vigar in the mid again. He has 0-2 now. And that gets Annie a kill. And it looks like Renegades are trying to scrape together some semblance of a comeback, which they absolutely did great, but they're expending so much for so little at this point, and it's more like they're playing catch-up instead of trying to accrue a lead. Now they're going to lose the Air Drake, which is actually very, very beneficial for this Udon squad, specifically because they have the PFC J4 and the Xin Zhao to get closer into the fights. They want this to be able to fight them off a little bit better, and oh, Renegades sticking around a little bit too long. They know the dragon has been finished. Why are they not leaving? They are now caught out in a very, very poor position. They need to take this, but they decide not to. Shadow Slayer in the top side, actually in there. There it is. Chala, no flash. They know it. He's going to actually pay for his crime. They do get the silence and everything down. Oh, barrier coming out once again, but there it is. Death down. And a flash over, I believe, from King Vol'jin. They're going to look for Gnar, but he's just going to hop over the wall. There he goes. He's out of the fight. Oh, King Vol'jin actually netted over there. He wants this. Oh, he is caught out, my friend. He might die. Oh, he just went up in the air. He has no flash. They get the kill. Oh, that is so sad, but they do get the suppression down onto Kha'Zix. He's going to go down. Shadow Slayer now running for his life. Bobby John, still quite a lot of... Oh, PFC, that flash into the wall. My friend, please work on that flash tactic. So many flashes burned, but they do get the kills that they wanted. Shadow Slayer is living with just his life. Meanwhile, Jinx and Nautilus are pushing in the bot side, but they do lose this Rift Herald. And hopefully the Rift Herald can actually be used this time. Last time it was just stuff. And it's just... That just looked very painful in my opinion. That was a series of unfortunate events. That's what we call the Clown Fiesta of all Clown Fiestas. So to talk about it, it went from taking the mid lane with a great kill onto Malzahar to giving them free time to push back into multiple missed flashes, and that's so unfortunate to watch. So again, a little bit poor decision making on the side of Renegades, but great job on Udon to actually grasp that chance. And right now, it looks like Renegades bottom lane is still going to keep pushing with the Jinx and the Nautilus. They're going to keep pushing up, trying to get the tier 2. Meanwhile, Shadow Slayer is going to try and clear out this Rift Herald. It was used once. They did get one tower, but they're actually going to lose 2, I believe. Let's go ahead and take a look there. Yeah, they're going to lose 2. That is absolutely unfortunate on the side of Udon. They're getting kills all over the place, but this feels like a Worlds match where the early game is great for one team, and then they get run over in the mid to late game. Their macro play is not on point. Although they did get Rift Herald and a couple kills and 1 tower, they lose 3. And that is just unfortunate on their side. Tower is now 4-2. Only about 1.8k difference, but still, that is absolutely unfortunate. They did so well getting all those, and actually Kha'Zix found out a little bit. Does get tagged with the malicious visions, and has to run away. He doesn't have any MR, so he is actually... He's actually very squishy, so he's going to get chunked out every time he meets a Malzahar. Chala, and again, this is the same thing with Chala. Chala gives away another kill for free. He's going to walk away. Unless he can execute, which he might be able to. He's going to look for it. He's looking for it. He might get it. Oh, the Annie. The execute from Annie. Doesn't give it to anyone, but this has to be addressed. This is the second time that Annie has been caught out of position without her flash. And this is the downside to Annie. You have to play very, very reserved when you play a mid lane champion. When you're playing, do not attempt to overstay if you don't have your defensive summoner spell. And it's just silly to think about overstaying once with a... Just after you knew you used your flash and you knew that they just a dragon, you give them a kill, and now this time again, you give up time that you could be helping push with your team. And now you have to wait at death time, and now you have to run all the way from base, so it's unfortunate, but that has to be addressed somewhere. So hopefully hopefully they're able to make something work, but it looks like they're trying to do a 3-man push in the mid lane. Annie actually just sitting in base right now. I'm wondering what she's waiting for. There we go. She is moving now. It looks like she was just waiting for a needlessly large rod. So she has that now. Looking like she's going for the Luden's Echo, just a little bit extra damage. She is now 1-3-1, but a significant CS lead. And again, Mexican Batman getting found out. They look like they could get decent amounts of damage, but again, he is very tanky right now. Gnar coming around the side. Gnar wants this engage right now, but he's spotted out. They know he's there. J4 is now moving down from the top side. They might get a collapse onto this Gnar. He's looking like he wants to go in, but he doesn't have Mega Gnar. He has to get Mega Gnar super, super fast. There he goes. Is he going to get a flash in? No. There we go. Great knockout. Oh, great double stun from the Annie. Great into a Gnar ultimate. That is absolutely what they needed to break this game open. They are cleaning house right now. The Wombo combo looks so good from Renegades. They get the clean 4-man kill, and the only one to survive is Vigar trying to defend the base. Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful from Team Renegades. They blow this game directly open, and this is what we were talking about before. This is what they have to do. The PFC Bobbytron combo has to make a pick on someone else so they can't fight directly. This is a complete and direct challenge, I feel, from Renegades, saying, you wanted to play a teamfight composition last game, you couldn't win. We can win with that type. The Annie flash to seal the kills onto Roy TBT and King Vol'jin absolutely made that work. And Shadow Slayer to follow up with a fantastic Gnar ultimate, getting the other three into the wall. Absolutely fantastic work. But unfortunately, they did get the inhibitor, but now they're trying to go for a little bit more. They are a little bit low. They have to remember this. Shadow Slayer is almost up. He doesn't have ultimate just yet. Great damage down on this Bobbytron. Oh, Shadow Slayer wants it. His ultimate is now up. There it is. Flashes in, gets another great Gnar ultimate. The second time in under 3 minutes. They get it. Oh, but Chala does die in the background, but that's going to be Bobby's life. That's a 3-for-1 right after an original kill, too. That is heartbreaking for Team Udon. They have to back away from this dragon. What is happening? 3 minutes is all it took for Team Renegades to say sayonara. And there we go. This looks like another kill over. They do get it, but it is a 1-for-1 trade. So, Malzahar picking up another kill for himself, but still, back-to-back teamfight losses for Team Udon. There is almost nothing that they can do right now. And again, I have to give props to Chala and Shadow Slayer. These two have been on point. We talked about earlier not letting Bobbytron and PFC get their combinations off, get the picks off like they wanted to. And they said, we won't. They absolutely played the safe route. They told their bottom lane, let's play safe, don't go ham all the time. They don't have to focus on absolute catching someone out, because they know the enemy team has to do it for them. As long as they group up as 5, they won't die as often, and that's exactly what they did. They beat Udon at their own game, basically, engaging when they needed to, and that has given them a complete opening into this game. Team Udon now down again about 6.5 gold. What can't Team Renegades do? That was absolutely a fantastic call from them, and now they're going to threaten the Baron as well. This is going to be extremely interesting. And actually, Faisal level EU. I am not sure. I do not believe. I believe she is working. I did hear, but hold on. Here we go. Right in the fight. Bobby Chan right getting caught out again by Shadow Slayer. Shadow Slayer doing so much work. Jinx actually getting a kill for herself as well. Great job picking up 2 more kills in there, and they do get the slow. No, they do not. That is another 2 kills over to Team Renegades, and this time, unfortunately, caught out in the warning path. Now that's a couple of those kills where you just unfortunately say, "I'm sorry, I got caught out." They had to check that Baron, and that's the best that they could do. So, great job on them. And Level EU, to answer your question real quick, yes, I believe she is working here. At least that's what I heard from other people. So, Baron over to Team Renegades, and that is absolutely insane. How many times PFC has hit their head against, or Team Udon have hit their heads against the wall, and I cannot help but just say that PFC, it was a great strategic call from Team Renegades. Ban out the Poppy, put him on something that honestly should work, and yet Team Udon have not been able to convert. J4 should absolutely win that matchup between Gnar and J4, and they just were not able to convert. PFC has looked absolutely shaky on this fight, and it just has not worked for Udon. Rounding out the side, Gnar again caught out a little bit. He can hop away. They are going to look for it. Tries to Flying Dragon. PFC misses completely. They do ult, and they know he has no flash. And no Gnar Mega Gnar, and they're going to get the free kill. Jinx walking away slowly. Has to. Wow, that was a really early flash. Really didn't want to get caught by that Malzahar, but this is something that we've seen from Renegades over and over again, and that will be punished by later teams as well. Constantly, every single member from Team Renegades has been caught out in one situation or another, and this has to be remedied quickly, or else they're going to continue to give themselves openings where enemy teams can take advantage of it. And that's something that has to be addressed quickly, or else it will cause issues later on down the road. But looks like Team Udon is going to have a little bit of extra health, and wow, another early flash. These mid laners are a little bit sketchy, I feel, on those flashes right there, because that's 2 flashes with nothing to gain out of either of them. Or, sorry, ADC. But, oh my gosh, look at that damage. Oh, but the suppression, Gnar does get the kill. He is going to go down. He did have QSS, but no. Down goes J4, and there goes again Chal, wanting to get that kill onto the Zinzao. Might get the kill. He does. The bear smacks him in the face, says, gets away from my protector, or from my summoner, and that's going to be a triple kill for Annie, and the clean ace. Not clean ace, couple kills down, but still, ace for Team Renegades once again. Over and over again. And Team Udon have got to look at this series and say, what did we do wrong? Because this game absolutely finished off twice, or significantly shorter, and they have to figure out what they can do from here and how they can bring it back. Because that was a very, very strong series from Team Renegades. Congratulations. Actually, I'm not sure if they're going to win. They're trying to finish right now. Actually, they might all die. They're looking for it. Are they going to get... There it is. Okay, Shadow Slayer finishes it off. That is game 2. And overall, it's a very messy fight overall. And I can't help but just say that congratulations to Team Renegades. And Udon have so much to look at and to work on to try to make their next series work. And hopefully that they will get at least 1 win on the board. Congratulations to Team Renegades. They moved to 2-2. And Team Udon now are at 0-4 and looking at elimination from the tournament. So thank you very much and good night.